Hey y'all, welcome back. So if you don't know me, I'm Philly and I'm an expat living in Colombia, specifically Cali, Colombia. Just sharing some tips, my experience, and things of this nature with you all so that you can learn and be a little bit ahead of the game if you choose to come to Colombia. This particular video, I'm kind of doing a follow-up or a now what to my video about getting robbed in Cali, having my things stolen. 2 things were stolen from me in downtown Cali. That was my cedula and my bank card. I have a local bank card from Cali Colombia that I needed to get a new copy of, as well as a duplicate of my cedula. And I'm going to tell you guys what I've had to do in order to get my items back. The first thing you want to do is file a police report. This seems like a no-brainer, but the reason why you must do this first is because you need that denuncia. So the denuncia is a police report. You're going to need it in physical form to take with you to do these processes. Now, getting this police report was a little tricky because we weren't able to do it online like you would normally be able to do. Once we clicked on one part of the website for this processing, it just said page not found. So that was unsuccessful. So we went on foot to the police station, talked to someone in person. They told us a new way that we could have this done, and it was basically by sending an email to the offices, gave us the specific format, the specific information we had to include, and also like a 300 or so description of the actual incident. About 48 hours later, I heard back from them through this email, and they were giving me intramite reports, basically like a report in process, receipt saying that they received my denuncia. About 24 hours after this, I had an actual finalized report from the police department, which I could use and take with me. Once I had this denuncia sent off to the police department, I went ahead and went to the Migration Colombia website, because if you don't know, you must make an appointment with Migration Colombia. You can't just walk up and see someone. So I went ahead and made this appointment so I could get in with them. Once you make the appointment, you're good to go. You just need to make sure that you have with you when you go your visa, the denuncia or the police report, and you also need to have the money if you have not paid online. I went ahead and paid online, but I did not print out a receipt for my cedula duplicate. So there was a little questioning around this when I got there. So I would just suggest go ahead and print out the receipt so you have it physically, and that way it's a smoother process for you to prove that you paid. You can pay in person, and this is also an option. Just remember to take that with you when you go. Thankfully, I did not have my visa stolen, but if you do, you need to go to the U.S. Embassy website. They have a process where you can file for a stolen or lost visa. There, you will also need to submit the denuncia or police report to the U.S. Embassy. Now, you won't be able to get the same visa number back. They'll need to reprocess a completely new visa for you, but this is just so they can cancel out or void the first visa that you had. In order to get my bank card, I didn't have my cedula, I only had my visa. So I was like, maybe they'll let me get a new bank card using my visa. Wrong. So I was not able to get a new bank card using my visa. She was like, well, you didn't use that visa to get the account, you used your cedula. So you have to use your cedula to get a new bank card. And they needed the denuncia to put into their system. So I left and have to go back with my denuncia to get that bank card. So just so you know, just an FYI, and she specifically asked for it to be in physical form. She said it could not be a picture of the denuncia or just showing her the denuncia in my email. I have to have it in physical form. And another thing that I just want to mention is that we just came from a pick away cedula, so I didn't have a cedula. I was just showing a picture of my cedula on my phone and trying to explain the reason why I didn't have my cedula. So in this case, people who were checking for my cedula told me that I could have a paper copy of my cedula. So hopefully if you've taken a picture of it before, you can print this off and then or probably best to make a copy of it. Then you can take this paper copy with you to show the doorman, once you go into a store, because at this point, Pico and Cedula, they're checking you at the door before you can enter. So you need to show this to them in paper form, and then you can go in, no problems. So in total, I would say it took about, a week. If you jump on it right away, it'll take you roughly a week to get everything done. Hopefully you won't have to go through this. Just in case you do, some questions to ask, maybe to get you to the solution faster, and you know where to head. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Just wanted to give you some insight on that and follow up. Like I said, hopefully you won't need this information. And just an insight on how Colombia works things out. Hope you guys are stay blessed, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.